Today we play Game 2 of this Washington Nationals series as we send Kyle Hendricks to the mound today. He's 2-2 with the 3.34 ERA, going up against Joe Ross, who's perfect this season at 3-0, and he's got a 2.86 ERA. We got a bad offensive performance yesterday against Tanner Roark, and hopefully we can get some more offense today. And Jason Hamill did not pitch that well either, so that kind of, we got hurt on both ends of it. We do need a win here, though, because we have not been playing well as of late. As you saw there, we're 4 for our last 10. So a win is imperative here for us to continue to keep up with and hopefully catch the Cardinals and make the playoffs this year. But without further ado, going to go ahead and get into this ball game here. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Wrigley Field. And I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 2 of this 4-game set between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Rizzo and Harper swing for the fences coming up. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Ben Revere makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Washington, center fielder, number 9.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Fowler. He can't get there as it falls in. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, that didn't take long. You get the leadoff single to start off the game, and then you follow that up with a 2-base hit. They're already on the scoreboard, and we haven't even had a chance to sit down yet.
Bryce Harper will stand in, and as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category.
Well, not only that, but he's also got the highest batting average right now. So he's definitely one guy you tread lightly with.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. You have to figure that sinker is going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt, and as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment, and as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Lined hard toward right center. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, and no matter how many of these you see in your lifetime, this is still one of the most exciting plays in all of baseball. You can see he's not stopping rounding second base, and he makes it all the way to third there with an RBI triple.
Jason Worth strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Three runs already home here. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Worth is retired, and there's one away. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, Matt, I'm excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Out in front of it, strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Ball pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Wilson Ramos stands in with another first inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
But here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike one.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Nationals 4, the Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Joe Ross is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Drilled to the right side. Murphy gets to it from deep in the hole. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Jason Hayward will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Chris Bryant Gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side. Harper is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. Joe Ross makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
And he's set down, 1 away.
Center fielder number 9.
So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Ben Revere stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Rizzo will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2.
Whatever he's doing out there, it's working out for him. That's back-to-back pop-ups here to start the inning, and he's just making it look easy.
Stepping in, Daniel Murphy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ball 1, no strike.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber shading to his right, and that retires the side. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 4-0. Anthony Rizzo will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And he falls behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Gets a small piece near the plate. That rolls foul for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. This is hit high and deep out to left. Worth going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
And he leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Harper. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher right there.
Miguel Montero steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.